Village of Hope. A petition is drawn up to drum up local support for the evicted foster parents. Firearms incident, an officer is injured after a safety malfunction.
Yeah, we were headlines.
And cruise shipping convention, the tourism minister warns it's a slow year
You can watch it
ahead.
on the computer. Look.
A petition has been drawn up to get the local community to support the Morocco Village of Hope project due to the recent eviction of parents, workers and children in the area. The director of the Village of Hope is also pleading with the general public and the King of Morocco himself to intervene.
The press conference held this afternoon at Wesley House was a direct appeal to the Moroccan government and to the King himself. Herman Boonstra is technically still the director of the Village of Hope. He was speaking as the director, but perhaps more importantly, as a foster father who had been shaken by recent events. In a statement, he spoke of how he had been involved with the Village of Hope for 10 years. He himself had 8 children whom he had raised as his own. He stated that there were 34 children in care at the Village of Hope when the eviction process began. Highlighting the fact that there was no way of being able to get in touch with Moroccan authorities, he appealed publicly through the press conference to send a message to the King himself, a man who he described as one who cared for his country and his people, who was a father himself, and who loves the poor and afflicted. He was keen to stress that despite what had happened, Mr. Boonstra still loved the country, and that their desire was to simply return and be reunited with the children they had been looking after. He described in detail how he attempted to pack his belongings with very little time, and how his children tried to stop him from packing and leaving, a moment he says he will never forget for the rest of his life. He pleaded with the Moroccan king to intervene in the situation.
Well, this was just our first step in public, because there is no other channel that we can use. So we are also using the media, as the government there has done, and we really would have liked to stay at our job in the Atlas Mountains and talk to whatever official was making objections to what we were doing. And having done it there in quiet, we have never wanted this level of violence and also media hype. We never looked for that. We don't look for the damaging of Morocco. It's a country we love and the people we love, and the children there especially. So we have no aims to do anything to the detriment, and we would like to stop, but we would like to also be in dialogue about this.
I mean, there's been absolutely no communication there at all when this initially started happening at all?
No, we were told all the time during the investigation that took place over 3 days that it only concerned a routine investigation, and that we were doing everything to the best standards that we had. And at the end, the attorney who came to see us said to us that we really should come to congratulate you and not to do things against you. I should defend you. And he said, we'll see each other again, and he shook our hands. But within 1 hour after that, the police stepped in and said to us, we have to go, and we have to go now, today.
Do you have any...
We were totally taken aback. We couldn't believe our ears. We thought we had succeeded the test, and rather than that, we were thrown out of the country as criminals.
In a statement also read out by Dr. Malcolm Williams, a professor of translation in King Fahd School of Translation in Tangier, Morocco, working for the government, he described his ordeal of how he was arrested and interrogated for 5 hours, and then put on an early boat to Algeciras the following day. While there was no specific charge, a document he signed to acknowledge receipt stated that he was well known for his evangelistic activity. Having worked there for over 20 years, he was forced out of the country, leaving his wife behind and with an unlikely future ahead of him. This is just another story similar to the Village of Hope, and one that other organizations are also facing.
I talked to the university department where I've been teaching. At the beginning of last week, they assured me that they were doing their best to get me back. However, it would appear that that door is now closed, as yesterday I received the official notice of dismissal on grounds of abandoning my post. So I think that door is closed, and I'm not quite sure what to do next. I don't think it's realistic to expect to be reinstated at this point, and I'm really not fighting for that. However, I do have money that the Moroccan government still has from a promotion dating back to 2005, and I would like to get that back, because that does amount to a considerable sum.
Local supporters organised this afternoon's press conference and are trying to rally support. Yu Hangqing, who had been personally involved with helping out the Village of Hope and had visited on several occasions, read out a small statement and also spoke of getting the local community to support the cause. Volunteers will be helping on Saturday with a petition in town.
Royal Gibraltar Police has confirmed an incident at the police armoury which resulted in